It probably seems weird if you're viewing this.
Yes, indeed it did. Although my storage capacity is crap because I haven't transferred off of this thing in a while. Hello folks, welcome back to my channel. Neko Live here. You're probably wondering what the fuck is this? Well, Coke you say? Red Bull you say? It's fine. And that's also fine. Oscar, we have a problem! Yes, shit kinda went to hell, and I forgot to turn you back. Shit kinda went to hell when I loaded all of this Coke inside of here. And Red Bull, and suddenly I heard a pop, and well, that pop was this one splitting in two. But the compressor on this thing was also starting to have a hard time, so I'm gonna look around a bit for a little bit of a higher, hopefully a Samsung refrigerator and combi shelf, so, and then talk to my mom, and by any luck she can sponsor that. Oh, so I can throw this crappy fridge out of here. I've done my own fair share of modifications to this thing, but this fridge is just done. It's missing 3 shelves now. It was missing one when I got it. The other one broke shortly after in the plastic, so it wasn't really fixable. Yes, I could get a new glass and still use this refrigerator, but to be honest with you, seals are crappy, compressor is singing on the last verse. It's about time this thing gets changed out. 3D printer, if you're wondering, we've gotten it back on the original firmware me and Oscar used on it. But guess what, after he left, well then the shit stopped cooperating with me. So that's a nightmare and a half. On a better note, I got a waffle iron, so I can finally make waffles. So that's the thing. Lots of fucking coffee, and I bought milk and eggs and stuff in here. And I have, well, I don't really need eggs for waffles, but I have flour, I have sugar, some vanilla powder or cardamom, whatnot, if I want to mix and tricks a bit. So that's fine and all good. Here we're sitting transferring over data to one of Jan's 4 terabyte Barracudas, which I'm gonna throw in there until tomorrow, where by any luck of the imagination, tomorrow I'll have a Dell PowerEdge 410 with the dual Xeon 5660s. It was 50, yes.
Definitely converting.
Yes, 5660s. It only has 16 gigs of RAM though, but it's DDR3 ECC. DDR3 ECC memory is dirt cheap on the used market nowadays, so I can easily, with like 200-300 krona, I can easily bring that system right up to 96, which I believe is the maximum those Xeons can take. Unless I can do, what would it be? Well, I mean, it would be, those are, what, 8 gig sticks? So if I did 16 gig sticks, or no, 16 gig 8 stick. Because there's 6 slots per CPU, so if we do 8 times 6, that is 48. And 48 times 2 is 96. I could go, if the CPUs support 64 gigs, I could drop filling up the 2 last shots. So say A6, A5, A6, B5 and B6, and run 64 gigs on each side and have a total of 128 gigs of RAM. If I fill up those last 2 slots with 16 gig 6, that's gonna bring us up to 64. 64. 72, 80. Oh god, I need a calculator for this, mate. Does the work phone have power? Yes.
But we want to get the side fermenting first.
So 60. So 16 times 6. That is 96 per side times 2. That's 192 gigs of RAM. So, but I think 96 is the max the 5660 Xeon support. And that is the same configuration Oscar's servers are. Well, his bottom server is running that. His top server, for some reason, if it's the CPUs, it seems to be the CPUs because it's weird if it is the socket. Because we swapped it around with one of the CPUs which were in the other server, and boom, the memory channels A6 and A5 and A6 registered. And we did the same to the B side, and that one registered all the memory too. So it seemed to be a CPU related issue. So currently it's only running 64 gigs. So it's running 32 per side. So 48 gig sticks. And these are all Samsung sticks because we removed all the slower Dell RAM. I don't know what his plan is to do with that. If he's planning to buy other Samsung sticks of the same thing and use those instead of the Dell sticks, I might ask if I can borrow or get those sticks off of him and use them in my server. We'll see what kind of conclusion or whatnot we come to. So that's kind of where we are. You're also probably wondering why I had this cable out here. This was because I was testing if I actually was able to plug this thing in. Because today it's the 16th, right? Yes. So tomorrow is 17th of May. And as you probably know, 17th of May is gonna be a party in this house. And this is currently hooked to the 16 amp course. Let's just say this table is going to be moved up into the sofa. That one is going to be moved over. To put it lightly, let's just say we do not want to be drawing from the 16 amp course tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but... or yes, tomorrow, but... you get my point. We want to be drawing from the 32 amp, even though we're limited to the 25. Or about 13 if you count these, but with all the other load that is on the 16 amp, because this is on the 16 amp and all of this is on the 16 amp. That is hooked into a 16 amp in there, which is hooked on to the 20 amp, which is hooked through the oven. So that's fine, but all the lights and stuff is on here, and some of the computer related stuff is hooked onto there. So tomorrow, when that shenanigan happens, we're going to be hooked into my PDU board, which, to be honest, I should get more outlets for and finish that thing up and get the box for that one too. I was going to order a box, technically speaking, for all of this, but here we are. I found one on Amazon, but I never got as far as ordering it.
Give myself more space. But we're getting there. There really isn't too much more to do.
Although I do have my 64 gig kit of RAM on the way.
Yeah, the skies have really cleared.
I said see more, but okay. Electrical. Yes. So here is that fuse box panel. You can do 2 railing. Do 1 railing 18 module, and that 1 railing 18 module is what we need, because 1 dual pull breaker is counted as 2 modules, and we got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 12 modules, and then 13, 14, 15, 16 modules, but they do not have a 16 module box. And besides, that's just for the outlet. I'm going to be adding a third breaker here, which is going to be a one-phase feed going to front of house. PDU right there will be staying on stage, and then we'll just have that one 16 amp probably, or maybe 10 amps, since we don't need that much as front of house, since the amp rack and stuff is going to be standing on stage. So just a single to the front of house rack, boom, and that's all the power going to front of house. So that's why this one in here, but I had to double check because of how I had mounted it, that it would clear. And as you will see, it clears, but with the margin of error, if you will. So it's kind of tight, but will probably work, which means this entire rack kind of needs to be cleaned off, because then will be... Now here's the thing, I can't really start moving things up in here, because I kind of need to move things off of here, because I kind of need, when I get the server today, I kind of need this table to be available, because it's the only table that's clear enough and big enough to work on the server on, because it's these Dell PowerEdge servers, they're like a meter long, so it's going to take up this entire table. So yeah. So, yeah. Preferably, if I can get this back in here now, that would be ideal. Because I kind of need to do some work in this rack before tomorrow too. Granted, now I'm running audio through it, but... Now, as far as audio and stuff, we're going to be running 2 subs on each side tomorrow. Now, as far as that goes, that's as easy. Just do as we have usually done when we're running them single. Just pop it out of the stand, clunk in the sub, call it a day. So as far as that goes, not really a problem. That is the easy part, if you will. That's the easy part. The hard part is gonna be where to place shit in a sound optimized manner, because as you guys probably know, this area right here is a bass hive. So preferably, no, we could put it over here, but preferably we would like to have the bass come out this way. But the thing is, with how fucked up the direction of bass and stuff in this is in this room, the bass frequencies tend to kind of travel back into there no matter how you try to put it. Actually quite warm out here tonight. Which is probably why it's a fucking cooking hair coal in here. Now here's also a thing that I was gonna try to finish up, which was this speaker. Never got that far. That is a screw from something else. That is not a screw for the hard drive, right? No, because those 4 are right there. This laptop I also need to prep, because this is the laptop that's going to be running Resolume and all that shenanigan, our amplifier tuning, whatnot. All that is going to be run from this laptop. So that laptop is going to be hooked into the TV, running visuals.
The truck is from wheels out. That's how heavy it is. That do seem exceptionally heavy.
So then I can actually pull this entire rack forward if I'm careful, because we're gonna have to figure out of some what are you? Okay, yeah, you are you. Okay, good. So you are VU meter, you are
fantastic. £49,458 money, which would be just before. It's got a great ending. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, see you again.
And then that's out of the way. Yeah, that's how we're getting power for this thing at the moment. Yeah, that was you done. Okay, excuse me, is this thing off? Now it's off. So really, in order to clean stuff off, I kind of have to disconnect from here. But what we can do is plug directly. So this is left, clonk. This is left, clonk. And then just gonna make these monitors work a little bit harder than what I normally want them to run at. I mean, they can go down to 60. They're rated down to 60, so as far as the 60 works, I'm not really that concerned, and it drops off fairly at 40, 50, so I'm not too concerned. I've ridden them harder before, we could say. So basically the problem now is gonna become this thing kind of being in the way, because I kind of want to move this rack further out. So what I'm gonna do is pause you, set up, home, shut down, shut you off, unplug you from there. So I can move this thing further forward, unplug this one, and then move the power over to the only gosh darn power output on this thing which I got left, and poof. Poof there, okay, thank you. Why are you so weak? Is it because I've had you on too much? Is that why? Thank you, you piece of GoPro. This is a message to Behringer. For the love of God, make your amplifiers easier to clean out. I have just spent half an hour trying to get this bloody motherboard out of here. Stop hot gluing everything. Stop cramming everything in here. Make it a bit wider so you can get shit past that thing. And make your crimp connectors a little looser, thank you. But I got her out. Now that's how you clean a amplifier circuit board. Now this thing just needs to dry for 5 hours. I'm guessing that other drive is now done. Yes.
Computer, turn down the lights.
On 3 right, 2 left, 3 right. Okay. I don't know why it happens to open both doors. It's because you clunky boy. DCA. Bye. Oh, bra. It's because I opened the wrong side. Those doors can be closed, but the other one stays open. Yes. FIFA off, FD off. Yes, parking brake release. It refused. Reverse and forward. So yeah, so I'm gonna sit around and wait for that board to dry. Howdy hard drive. Okay folks, I'm back just to end off the video. I forgot to show you guys that I reinstalled things because I kinda got annoyed with the fan connector not cooperating on the Behringer amp, so I just didn't really show it. But here it is. I just completely removed the patch panel because I decided, what's the point? I moved the Netgear switch up, and then I took and moved the crossover as far up as it will let me without putting too much strain on the cable that's already mounted. And then I put I could have moved it a little bit more up, but it would have been like half a U or whatnot, and I wanted to have 2 available units there for wireless mics or whatnot. So yeah, and then the amp right underneath. I've tested it, everything works, so that's done. And I put that Seagate Barracuda disc in right there. So now, if I go on my phone and we scroll over here and turn TV on, I can show you guys really quickly while you will disappear. I will show you guys. We now have my Plex drive right there. 2.20 terabytes of anime ingested NCIS DVDs. And that's now added to my Plex library. So by any luck of the imagination, if we go in here, well, I probably haven't used this one yet, have I? No, I have not. Then I'll just show you in the browser since I have logged in on the browser. There, all the pair of my animated stuff. Ay. All the animes and whatnot. I see it's still syncing. So yeah. Then we go on my phone again. And go TV off. And bye bye. Smart home, you say. And then I flip the table back over, prep that one for the server tomorrow. So now I'm gonna listen to ASMR, fall the fuck asleep, put up an alarm, and by any luck of the imagination I wake up around 11, so because that will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, it will be 6, 7 hours. My plan was to go to sleep at 2 AM ish, but I got so caught up in that trip and that thing got done, so here we are. Oh, I'm gonna have to sleep. Oh, hey, been Nicolab taking our here. If you like the video, like would be greatly appreciated. As always, check out links down below for the future. I'm tired, you see. For my socials and Twitch and whatnot. Other than that, stay tuned, stay awesome, and good night, folks.